Hey guys, Doc here, getting ready for another fun-filled day at my job. Let's talk about the Spectre. We talked about him a little bit the other day in a Silver Age book, but this is the final issue of the John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake run, where Jim Corrigan, who has been the host for the Spectre since the 1930s, both in real time and in comic time, finally gets the closure and the peace that he so badly wants and so needly and so deservedly gets. He gets to go home. After all of his struggles, he's wondered about this mission that God has given to him as the spirit of vengeance, as the wrath of God. Have I made the world a better place? I'm not really sure if I have or not. And at the end of the day, he determines it's okay to let go. And a lot of times people have trouble letting go. They have trouble saying, you know what, I've done everything that I possibly can. I can't give this job any more of my time, any more of my life. But they stay. They stay because they feel a sense of obligation. They feel a sense of, if I don't do this, if I don't stay to do this, then it won't be done properly. And that's how it is with the Spectre, is that he always felt like he wasn't good enough for that job, but it wasn't really his to lay down or give up. His job was to maintain his own emotional well-being, while at the same time doing rather large-scale destructive things in the name of God. He kind of lost control of the Spectre earlier in the series, and he went and the Spectre destroyed an entire country, undeservedly, even though it was very much an allegory, I believe, to the Iraq and Kuwait situation at the time. Still, to destroy an entire nation and just wipe it off the map. But here he has a sense of finality, a sense of, it's okay, I can go home. And I'm not going to show you any of the interior art in this book, but if you have seen Tom Mandrake stuff, it's sketchy, it's half-finished looking, but at the same time, it fit this series perfectly. I cannot think of another artist, especially one who would stay on a book for, I think he had a few fill-in issues by other people, but for the majority of a 62-issue run, I would say Tom probably penciled 55 of those issues. To stay on a title for that long, just to see it through with your collaborative partner in John Ostrander, that says a lot about who John Ostrander is. But if you haven't had a chance to pick up that 1992 to 1996, 97 series of the Spectre, and you want to get a really good understanding of who this character is, what his motivations are, and why he's been such a mainstay in the DC universe, not only as a powerhouse, but where his power comes from within, what his motivations are, like I said, and why people love him. He's one of my favorite DC characters, even though I always say, and I always harp on, that DC characters are far less relatable than Marvel characters are, and far less real, quote-unquote real, than Marvel characters are. This is one that has godlike power, and yet I can relate to him and his story very easily, because you see the struggle that Jim Corrigan goes through each and every day. You see that he's questioning himself as well as questioning God. He's questioning, why am I doing these things if things are not getting any better? And I can't really think of a more relevant book in today's society for somebody who's, a Leo or fire department or something along those lines. You have to be questioning and saying, why am I doing this job after all these years when things do not appear to be getting any better? There's still crime, there's still destruction, there's just rampant unrest in society at large. So am I really making a difference? And that was the question that this entire 5-year run on the character asked. Is the Spectre an outdated idea? Or is he, through his own struggles, just not a competent enough character to do what needs to be done? So guys, I just want to let you know this well, first of all, this was not a $30 book. It was at one point, but I got it off eBay for, I want to say, about $6. And that's $6 shipped, I believe, to the house. But I'm hoping that they'll go back and do some omnibus collections of this series, because if you never had the chance to read it, or didn't, like I did about 10 years ago, pick it up, and start reading it, then you're missing out, guys. You're absolutely missing out on one of the best books that DC ever produced. So anyway, just some thoughts of mine on the Spectre, and individually the Spectre issue 62. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next